Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for the likes, the comments, and for subscribing. If you're new here, please subscribe to this channel and don't forget to click on the notification button to be notified anytime I drop a new video. In this update, I'll be updating you on I Do First Generation ending, how Tanvir ended the first generation. This is really sad to see one person ended like how many lives in one movie. I mean, she was arrested, if I was made to believe that. So I don't really know how a murderer will escape from prison and just come and kill everybody without being arrested or being, dropped in a place that she can't leave. This is really annoying, I must say. Already, Zoya had already given birth to her twins. Likewise, Najma had already given birth to her daughter, Haya. Zoya's twins, Sahel and Sanam. Najma was taking care of party arrangement and drops Haya, the daughter, with Dilshad. On her way, she noticed that someone was following her. Najma goes into her room and she gets to relax and refresh in the bathroom. The following person locks the room from inside after entering. Najma feels someone's presence but turns around to find no one. As she gets back to work, a stone breaks off the mirror in the bathroom, in the pieces of which she finds Tanvir staring at her from behind in venomous rage. While Najma is shocked, Tanvir stabs Najma with a knife in the stomach. While she is shocked, Tanvir says that she must be feeling pain, but she too had faced the same some time back. Tanvir expresses her frustration that in the past she was dressed as a bride and today too. And also there was celebration and today too. That day also everyone was happy and today too. And this house saw the worst and today it will see the worst also. The only difference being that it was on her and today it will be on Najma. Najma falls on the ground, clutching her stomach as she dozes off into unconsciousness. After Tanvir stabs her yet again, her entire life with its good memories flashes before her while Tanvir is satisfied. Downstairs, Zoya is very angry that the arrangement has not been done so far and Dishad asks her to do so while she takes care of her twins. Assad comes down and faces the boss of her life, finding him tensed and silent. She asks what's the matter. Assad is tensed and looks at the door. Zoya and Dishad are tense to find Mamu walking in, while Zoya remembers that she had vowed never to see him again. Zoya is shocked while he says that he has called Mamu here, as she was happy these 2 years. But it was incomplete as they always search for her father and ask her to forgive him, as he has suffered enough already. Zoya looks at Mamu with teary eyes. As Mamu extends his hand, she rushes to his arms, and they have a teary and emotional reunion. Mamu meets his grandchildren happily, while Tanvir eyes them from a distance from behind a pillar. Later, Dishad is searching around for the kids. Zoya says that they would be somewhere around. Zoya tells Dishad that she feels scared at having had so much happiness in her life together. Dishad says that whatever would happen now, they would have to accept it, thinking that it's good wish, but it's good or bad. Mamu enters his room and finds the music box in the Amira and gets emotional. He thanks the Lord for having spared him. Tanvir comes from behind, asking that he doesn't have much time to leave. He is shocked to find her there and says that she has run from jail. That's how you just run out from jail like that, a murderer, and the policeman will be sleeping. Really? No. This is unheard of. She says that she has to fulfill the promises that she made of ruining his family completely. Mamu asks Tanvir what nonsense is she talking about. She hits him on the head, like seriously. Tanve is now Jackie Chan. While he has a concussion, she ties a noose around his neck, choking him. Meanwhile, Assad, oblivious of Tanve's presence and her intentions, walks in the hallway. Assad walks in the hallway. Mamu too has flashes of good memories of his life as he breathes his last. Really? Falling bait to Tanve's plan too, like Najma. Tanve is satisfied with venomous revenge. Hearing Assad's voice, Tanve hides while he comes inside shocked to find Mamu lying on the floor. While Assad is shocked and tries to wake Mamu, taking the rope out of his neck, Tanve seizes her chance and stabs Assad in the back. He is shocked and filled with a sharp pain as she turns around. He is distraught to find Tanve standing before him. He takes her by the neck to strangulate her, but she jacks him off, who off, Assad like a giant. Oh my God. Really? I'm getting angry, really. She takes out the knife yet again. Tanve says he could have easily said the words "I do" to her, but he didn't, and instead ruined their happiness and their lives to just be rejecting her as he dozes off. He dozes off. Like, oh my God, Assad dozes off. Someone that used to fight 5 goons. She says that she understands that he's in pain. Tanve tells Assad that she won't let him die so easily. Really? Someone with a knife, not gone. Well, as he still has to witness his Zoya dying a torturous death, he vehemently tells her that she would do no such thing, but she runs off. With great difficulty, he manages to get up, fighting the pain. But then collapses again on the floor as he finds Tanve rushing towards Zoya in a venomous rage, helpless and in despair until his vision finally blurs and he gets unconscious. Zoya hears a knock and tells Assad that it will just take her 2 minutes. Tanve's voice saying that she actually has 2 minutes shock her. She turns around to find her with a blood-stained knife, saying that she has 2 minutes to wish her goodbye. She eyes the knife while Zoya asks her what has she done. Tanve says that she has just done what she had promised and did just that. Zoya is shocked as she remembers it. Zoya begins to rush out, but she catches her by the hair and begins to throw her on the floor. Really? As Zoya tries to run, she is stabbed in the leg, and her screams wake Assad out of his dizzy state. Zoya is in great pain. She drags Zoya to herself, saying that she would finish the game that Zoya had started, and now she would win. Zoya asks her to let her go, for God's sake. Tanve says that even the Lord won't come to save her and her family today. Jishad is oblivious of what's happening as she plays with the grandchildren. Tanve tells Zoya venomously that she would have to die and finally stab Zoya in the back. Both Assad and Zoya cry in despair. Jishad notices a disturbance and gets tense, but realizes what it is. She asks the children to stay there only and leaves to find out what happened. Tanve turns her around and tells her that she won't let Zoya die so easily and will torture her till death. As she begins to stab Zoya again and Zoya's eyes are wide in horror. Tanve's hand are stopped by Assad, who manages to stop Tanve from stabbing Zoya. Jishad comes to Najma's room and doesn't find her there and gets tensed. She turns around to search for her somewhere else, where a blood trail coming from the bathroom puzzles and shocks her to the core. As she opens the bathroom door, she finds Najma lying in a pool of blood. She goes berserk and tries to wake her up, not believing what she sees right in front of her. She thinks about rushing to Assad and goes out of the room. Finally, Assad is able to throw Tanve away on the ground. He is distraught to find his Zoya in such a condition. He takes Zoya in his arm, and while they are clinging to each other, Tanve gets up and finding her own face smeared with blood. And seeing them together, she is filled with venomous rage. She picks up the knife and stabs her yet again and gives one final fatal blow to Assad, and he falls beside Zoya. Much to her horror, Dilshad sees this as she stands in the doorway and is distraught and shocked, overwhelmed with grief and horror. Tanve next gives a fatal blow to Zoya, and Zoya screams in pain. Meanwhile, Tanve's wound starts paining bad and says that she would have her revenge. Asad and Zoya turn around to find Dilshad with Sanam, who blocks Haya's vision so that she isn't affected. Zoya signals her to leave and protect the children. Dilshad rushes out with Haya, screaming for help, and says that Seher is missing. She takes Sanam and Haya and runs out. Outside, Dilshad is rushing with Haya, Najma's daughter, and one of Zoya's twins, Sanam, on the road, distraught until her energy finally gives in and she falls on the floor, tired and exhausted. She screams out in feeble voices for someone to help in the isolated and deserted road. Meanwhile, Tanve sprays the whole room with kerosene oil to burn the house down. Along with them, both Assad and Zoya, lying on the ground at a distance, try to get their hands to meet amidst the petrol so that even death can do them apart. As they both in pain still manage to look at each other with romance and love in their eyes for each other, as happy memories of their lives and marriage flash before their eyes. Finally, their hands meet and together they relive their memories from the past about their love story and its culmination. Even as they face death together, they have a smile on their faces as they relieve the other, accepting them in hands of marriage. Finally, both Assad and Zoya breathe their last. Tanve splashes the entire house with petrol and then lights up the matchstick and sets the whole house on fire. After giving it one last glance, the house that recently bore testimony of 4 mothers. What a day. What a sad day. How does this end make you feel? This is, for me, this is annoying. The most irritating end I have seen. Tell me what you feel about this end for Assad and Zoya. Tell me what you feel about Najma and Mamu's end. How do you feel about it? Are you in support of what one person can do, someone that is not a giant? I mean, looking at Tanve is delicate. Forget knife. Tanve is not holding gun. So how can small little witch kill everybody in one day? Killing Assad, someone that can fight 5 goons at a time. Won't goons have a knife? He will just carry it and throw it away. It's now Assad that small Tanve will kill. This ending is not acceptable for me, seriously. But I want to hear your opinion. What do you feel about this ending? Put it in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.